Okay, so I don't know if you looked on the website, but the workout for today is 4 time, 60 Russian swings, 60 push presses, 60 lunges.
Okay.
And then EMOM, starting at 0, so 3, 2, 1, go, 3 burpees.
Okay.
Then every minute on the minute thereafter until you finish all the reps.
Okay.
Okay. So let's talk about equipment. You have 2 kettlebells.
Yeah, we have a light one and a 30-pound.
And
oh, she's outside. How nice.
We have an 18 and a 30.
Okay. Anne, is your husband joining you as well? Okay, great.
Is that okay?
Yeah, perfect. Hang on. I just have to, we had some technical difficulties, so I'm just texting Sam. Okay. And what do you guys have for equipment? Kettlebell, and then what does your husband have? Hi, Sam. Dumbbells. Okay, so one of you can use the dumbbells for your Russian swings. Or what you can do also is use 2 dumbbells to make the movement a little more appropriate weight-wise, and then I'll show you how to swing 2 dumbbells later when we go over the Russian swings. Is that clear, Anne? Thumbs up if you can hear me. Cool. And then Brent and Kat, same for you. You're gonna try out the smaller kettlebell. If that's way too easy, then you're gonna get a set of your dumbbells, and you can even swing the 2 dumbbells in like a hinge position at either side, or you can choose to swing the dumbbells between your legs this way. Does that make sense to everybody? Let me go over the workout one more time since Anne wasn't here yet. So the workout is 4 time, 60 Russian swings, 60 push presses, and then 60 lunges. Just so, and then it's EMOM starting at minute 0. So 3, 2, 1, go. You're gonna do 3 burpees, and then every minute thereafter, wherever you are, you're gonna stop and do 3 burpees. Is everybody clear on that? Thumbs up. If so, thank you. So I'm going to, let's decide on the lunges. You guys are gonna do forward lunges, so it's consistent. That's what I did for level 2 this morning as well. All right, so let's warm up. We're gonna start from standing, and if you can't see me, just let me know. So you're gonna stand with your feet just underneath your hips. You're gonna take your leg, bring your knee up and circle back into a curtsy lunge. So off to the side and behind you. And then you're just gonna step back up to your starting position. Let's get 10 of those per side, trying to make as big a circle with your knee as possible. Don't forget, you're bringing your knee up first and then around. That'll open up your hip. I'm so happy it's all couples today. Find your balance. Be on that big toe when you touch down on your curtsy. Once you guys are done with your 10 reps each side, you're gonna meet me in this standing position, feet wider than shoulder width apart, so kind of like a straddle position. All right, you guys. From here, you're gonna touch your palms on the floor just in front of your feet. So if you need to, your knees can be bent. You're gonna walk out into a tall plank, and we're gonna do a push-up. So chest comes all the way to the floor, you're gonna push up and walk it back all the way, and then stand. Make sure you stand between each rep. So let's do 5 of those. On the push-up, make sure that your shoulder blades don't tip forward. All right, let's start to warm up our glutes and our hamstrings. So we're gonna do a B stance RDL, right? I'm going to stand, I'll show you profile, and then I'll show you from the front. One leg is going to be in front of the other with my heel down on the floor, toes pointed up towards the ceiling. I'm gonna take my hips and I'm gonna hinge back. My spine is neutral, and I'm just going to touch down till I feel that nice stretch on my hamstrings. And then stand up, opening up my hips, and I'm gonna squeeze my glutes. So you're gonna do 5 per side. The goal here is not to touch the floor, but just to feel a nice stretch on your glutes and your hamstrings. So make sure that your spine is in a good neutral position. Don't arch your upper back or your lower back. Shoot your hips all the way to the back wall. Once you're done with 5 each side, you're gonna meet me in a half kneeling position. Half kneeling. Good. All right, we're going to do a rotation. So you're gonna take your chest, let's cross our arms in front of us like you're giving yourself a big hug. You're going to turn towards the side of your lead leg. So whichever leg is in front, that's the side you're turning to. Good. Now you're gonna take that arm, you're gonna side bend and reach for that back foot. Good. Arm comes back and back to starting position. So turn your torso first, side bend, and reach for that opposite foot in the back. 5 each side. So Sam, you're turning towards your lead leg and trying to reach that back foot. Good.
Once you've done your 5 per side, you're gonna meet me back in this position where we did our straddle push-ups. So again, feet wider than shoulder width apart. You can turn your feet out. Good. We're going to do some shoulder blade rolls in Cossack. So we're gonna squat to one side and watch me. My arms are in front of me. I'm gonna roll my shoulder blades in a circle and then roll them the other direction. Stand up in the middle, do the other side, roll my shoulder blades, roll my shoulder blades the opposite direction. So you're gonna do 4 each side. And if you're really cute, you're gonna face each other like Brent and Kat. Awesome. All right, once you've done 4 each side, we're gonna move on and work on our shoulders a little bit more. So now you're gonna come in a tall kneeling position. So watch me from the side. I want you guys to bring your rib cage down so abs are tight, and then I want you to tuck your hips under. So squeeze your butt and then your hips are right underneath your rib cage, okay? Then from there, we're gonna start in an arms folded position, come out into a Y, then I'm gonna turn my shoulder into this internal rotation as I reach my arm all the way back, and then I'm gonna fold my arms behind me, but not rest on my back. So I'm not resting on my back. I'm squeezing my shoulder blades together. I'm gonna bring my arms back out straight and then open up those shoulders back into a Y position and then back on my head. All right, let's do 5 very focused shoulder swimmers. You should actually do this every day if you find yourself working in front of a computer for most of the day or on your phone. This is an excellent shoulder exercise. All right, last one before we go over the movements. We're going to do a B stance windmill. So a lot of you guys have done windmills with me before. We're gonna change it up just a little bit, and I'm gonna show you the stance that I'm looking for. So I'm gonna stand about shoulder width apart with my feet facing forward. And if you notice, I'm in a staggered stance. My heel of my one foot is in line with my toes. So just a little bit of a stagger, right? And then on the foot that's behind is the arm that's going to be raised. And all I want you to do is turn your torso towards the side of the arm that's raised and touch down on the floor. So if you see, I'm in a nice T position. And then I'm going to come back up. So try to keep your arms in a good locked out position the whole time. And you're going to touch down in the middle. All right. Once you guys are done with that windmill, you're going to grab the thing that you're going to use for Russian swings, and we're going to go over the different parts of that. All right, so we're going to practice our hinge to start. A hinge is different from the squat. I'm going to bring out my blue kettlebell. Hang on one second. I'm going to turn the computer this way so you can see a better view. And then I'm just going to move my dog. All right, so the hinge starts with the deadlift starts with your feet somewhere between hip width and shoulder width apart. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut myself in half at my hip crease and move my hips all the way back. So let's all do that now and place our hands on our shins. All right, now you're just going to stand and do that same thing over again. What I want you to focus on when you shoot your hips back is keeping your spine nice and neutral. So let's do that. And then stand. You're going to do that 5 more times wherever you are. All right, so once you're done, we're going to now pick up our bell and then stand. So I'm going to cut myself in half at my hip crease, make sure my spine is in a good neutral position. I'm going to pack my shoulder blades down my back, grab the bell, and I'm going to stand. I'm just going to come to standing and not arch my lower back. So just here to normal standing, I'm going to squeeze my butt. You're going to exit the same way you entered by pushing your butt back. So here it is again, and then down. All right, let's get 10 kettlebell or dumbbell deadlifts. So Anne and Kat and Anne's husband, just make sure, pretend you're squeezing an orange in your armpit. So that'll bring your shoulder blades down. Much better. All right, let's go to the swing. Let's go to the swing first, and then we'll go to the hike. All right, so the swing is just hips back and then violently standing up. Hips back, violently standing up. So we're going to pick up our kettlebells. Watch me first, and you're going to do a small hinge and then build up momentum until you create enough power in your hips that the kettlebell is at chest level. All right, so whatever you have, you're going to start at the top, bring your butt back, stand up dynamically, and start to swing. Go ahead. And make sure you're using your hips rather than bringing your arms up like this. Much better. Really open up those hips, snappy hips. Yes, Kat. And then Anne's husband. What is your name? I'm sorry, I don't want to keep calling you Anne's husband.
Martin.
Martin.
Martin, hi. Martin, you're gonna take your dumbbells and see if this is more comfortable. You're gonna take them on the sides and you're gonna swing them this way. Or you can swing them in between, but I want you to use your hips rather than your arms. So let's get, 10 more swings and then we'll go over the hike. Martin, since you have the dumbbells, I want you to not hike because the dumbbells are too small. So you're gonna start at the standing position. Does that make sense? So I want to see you bring your hips all the way back. Maybe it's better in the middle, Martin. Martin, bring it to the middle. Yeah, I think the first way is better. Okay, let's go over the hike. The hike starts in the same position as the deadlift. The only difference is the kettlebell is in front of your feet. So I'm gonna cut myself in half, make sure my shoulder blades are packed down my back. I'm gonna throw the kettlebell in between my legs and then stand up. All right, so I'm throwing it back and standing up dynamically. Let's get 5 hikes with 1 swing. Cat, 5 hikes. Let 2 times over. Go ahead, 1 hike. Kat and Brent. Okay. All right, let's go over the push press. So you can use a different tool for push press or use the same thing for push press. So grab whatever it is. You can use the same one. Martin, you can use one of the dumbbells for your push press. So the push press starts with your hips, with your feet right under your hips. And all you're gonna do is bend your knees and your hips slide down. So let's dip and stand. The only thing I should see moving are your knees going forward. So let's dip and stand. Dip and stand. I shouldn't see your chest come forward. So dip and stand. Good. Now we're gonna do that fast. So when I say go, you're gonna dip and stand fast. All right, and go. Good. And go. On my cue, guys. And go. Brent too wide. Hit feet. Yep. And go. And go. Good. So just remember, the dip is very shallow. Watch me, my knees don't go so low. It's just a quick, shallow dip and stand, all right? So now we're gonna take our dumbbell or kettlebell and we're gonna bring it in this front rack position. If you have a kettlebell, your front rack is gonna look like this. So you're creating a little nook between your bicep and your forearm for the kettlebell to sit on. But otherwise, if it's a dumbbell, your front rack looks like this. All right, so we're gonna dip, stand fast, and I want you to feel the bounce of the dumbbell or kettlebell on your shoulder as it pops up slightly. You're not gonna punch yet. When I say go, you're gonna just dip and stand and go. That object should move a little bit from the force of your legs. And go. And go. Good. Now let's switch sides and practice on the other side. All right, and go. And go. And go. On this same side, you're gonna dip, drive, and punch. So now we're gonna do that push press. And go. Lock out those arms. Bring it back down. And go. Punch up and reset. Last time. And go. Good. Other side. On my cue. And go. And reset. And go. Reset. Last time. And go. And relax. All right, so for this class, we're gonna do a forward lunge. You're gonna control that touchdown on the forward lunge so you don't keep banging your knee. If you're on a really hard surface, don't touch down to the floor because I don't want you to bruise your kneecap, all right? So the forward lunge, you're gonna step forward and control that deceleration down to the floor. You're gonna push off that front heel to stand back. So here it is again. I'm controlling deceleration. I'm gonna push off that front heel to come back to standing. Let's get 6 forward lunges. Find your balance. All right. So, last one, let's do the burpee. So, let's go over the burpee. You're going to start by placing your hands on the floor. You're going to hop back, chest comes to the floor. You're gonna do a little bit of a Sphinx pose by raising your chest. Hips pop back up, and then you're gonna jump. All right, so let's do 3 of the burpees that I just showed you. All right, here is another version of a burpee. It's a slower burpee. Right? So let's do 3 slightly slower burpees. Go ahead. All right, and then there's the step down, step up burpee, which is let's get 3 of that version, the step down, step forward burpee. All right, so let's go over this workout and let's talk about a plan. Again, It's 4 time, 60 Russian swings, 60 push presses, 60 lunges. Now, on the push presses, have a plan about how many you're going to do per arm before you switch side. Try to stick to that plan to be more efficient, right? And pick a number that you know you can do. Does that make sense? All right. The push, go ahead, Kat.
Sorry. So it's 60 total, so 30 each arm?
Yes.
Okay, and we do these all in a row, 60, 60, 60?
Yes.
Okay.
You can't break them up.
Okay, thanks.
Anne, did you have a question?
Yeah, so we cannot bring it up. So you do.
You must do all 60 Russian swings, and then all push presses, and then all lunges. All right. Just a reminder, you're being interrupted each minute with the 3 burpees, and I'm going to call that out for you. When I see that everybody is doing their lunges, I'm going to start to hold the clock up so that you can tell your time. So look back up at the screen when you are finished so that you know your time. Does that make sense? I think that's it. I want everybody to finish 15 minutes or under. That is your goal, okay? Cool. Is everybody ready? Get your drink of water if you don't haven't already. I'm gonna, you guys are starting with burpees. So before you get to your Russian swings, you are going to do 3 burpees once I say go. All right, let me just set my time. And tell me if you can't hear. All right, starting 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, burpee. Good, you guys. All right, we are halfway in. "15 seconds. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, 3 burpees. Good, you guys. Halfway. All right, 15 seconds. Get to the push presses. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, burpees. Nice, Mark.
Dip and drive, Ann and Martin. Better. Yeah, 20 seconds. Ten seconds. Use your legs. 3, 2, 1, burpees. You guys should finish your burpees before the 12-second mark. Nice, Sam. Come on, Kat. Drive up and punch, Ann. Halfway in. Ten seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, burpees. Let's get to the lunges, guys. Nice, Sam. Nice, Martin. Nice, Mark. Yeah, Kat. 10 seconds. Come on, Brent, get to the lunges. 3, 2, 1, burpees. All right, Sam. Let's go, Brent. Nice, Mark. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1, burpees. Don't let your torsos collapse now that you're getting tired. Keep an upright torso. Really use your heel to push yourself back to standing. All right, 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, burpees. All right, let's finish this up. Come on. Right back into those lunges. Your goal is to try not to get, to do another set of burpees. Martin and Ann, you both finished? Awesome. $7.43, Mark. $7.53, Kat. And burpees. Come on, Brent. Wait, Ann and Martin. I thought you were done. You're doing burpees for fun. Okay. All right. Is everybody done? Brent, did you see your time? Did you see your time when you called it? All right. That was awesome. Let's do a little cool down before class ends. You guys are gonna get on the floor. Let me just move my dumbbells off to the side. You're going to come into a face down position, and you're going to have one arm in push-up position and the other in perpendicular to your torso. All you're going to do is try to push your chest away from the floor and then back down, nice and easy. You're going to do that 8 times per side. You should feel a nice stretch on that same side chest and bicep. So nice and easy. If you don't feel a stretch on your bicep or your pec, then raise your arm just a little bit towards the top of your head. That'll make the stretch a little more intense. All right, once you're done, we're gonna come into this position. So hips are on the floor, feet are about hip width apart, and your arms are straight back behind you with your fingers pointing backwards. So if you feel it too much, not in a good way, on your elbow, you're gonna turn your fingers off to the side. All we're gonna do is raise our hips up towards the ceiling and then back down. At the top of that movement, you should resemble a rectangle. So nice and easy. Again, you should feel a nice stretch in your biceps and your pecs and your hips. You're gonna do that 10 times. And then once you've done that 10 times, we're gonna lie on our side. So we're gonna lie on our side, our legs about 90 degrees to our torso. And then I'm just gonna take my 2 arms and sandwich them on top of the other. So stack them on top of the other. And all you're gonna do is roll that one arm off to the other side to try to open up your chest, and then you're gonna come back. So let's do this 5 times, and then you're gonna just switch sides.
Hi, Quinn. Once you've done 5 each side, we're going to come into a quadruped position. Is mom's knee nice and bouncy? All right, so quadruped position, and we're just going to do some nice easy cat-cows. So you're going to start by tilting your hips up towards the ceiling. Extend your lumbar spine. Now your mid-back, and now your upper back. Last thing is your head, and then you're going to start again with your hips, curling it under, lower back flexes, mid-back flexes, upper back flexes. 5 all together. Nice and easy, trying to get 1 vertebra at a time. And then once you're done, you're gonna sit on your heels just like I'm doing. And then very last movement. So you're gonna sit on your heels as best you can. If that's uncomfortable, you're gonna come into a tall kneeling position, that's all. So all we're gonna do is bring our arms on either side of us, and we're just going to do internal rotation and external rotation. So one side is internal, the other side opens up into external rotation. You're just gonna go from side to side. And you're gonna bend towards the side that is in external rotation. So whatever shoulder is opening up, that's the side you're looking towards. You're gonna get 10 each direction, so 20 altogether. Who thought the lunges were worse, the worst part? Yeah. On this workout, for the level 2, I think the push presses took the longest. What were you gonna say, Kat?
For Britt, it was the longest.
The push presses, he was doing it with a barbell, and I think he was being a perfectionist about it.
Yeah.
He was doing it Oli style. Kat and Martin, how did you find this workout?
Good.
Excellent. Welcome to class, Martin. I heard you were in Caitlin's class on Saturday. Are you going to join Anne from now on when you can? Turn your mic on. I can't hear you.
Sorry, he just said sometimes when he can.
Okay, that's it. That's great. It's nice to see you. Caitlin was telling me you were in her class. All right, you guys. This was an unexpected nice couples workout. I was going to try to get my husband to actually do it, but he flaked out. Maybe next time. All right, you guys. Have a nice evening.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.